A sharp rise in fatal police shootings has reignited concerns about excessive force and accountability. While authorities insist officers are targeting criminals, human rights advocates warn Jamaica could be slipping back into a dangerous pattern. Here's more from Chantae, McNeil.
These numbers paint a troubling picture. In 2024, 19 people were killed by police between January 1 and February 20. But fast forward to 2025, and that figure has skyrocketed to 50, an alarming 163% increase in the comparative period. This surge has reignited long-standing concerns over police accountability, with human rights lobby group Jamaicans for Justice (JFJ) and the Independent Commission of Investigations (INDECOM) sounding the alarm. JFJ Executive Director McNeil warns that if this trend continues, Jamaica could revert to an era where deadly encounters with the police were commonplace.
In 2010, you had over 400 civilians who were killed. Then you look at 2011, high 200s, 2013, 258. If we start computing the numbers about this trend that we see emerging, the point that JFJ is making, we see the possibility, and we were very conservative in saying that we run the risk of having some 250 civilians killed.
She highlights that her major concern is the underuse of the 740-plus body-worn cameras deployed across Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF). She argues that if operations are as strategically planned as the police claim, there should be fewer fatalities, not more. INDECOM Commissioner Hugh Faulkner takes it a step further, insisting that strategic planning should also include measures to avoid unnecessary deaths.
Planned operations are not chance encounters, they are planned. In other words, all the contingencies, if there are injuries, medical necessities, can be considered and planned. The location where the officer is going is planned. The routes they can take to that location is known. In terms of the training, specific training can be done for that particular operation. All the risk assessment, all the strategic planning can be done. Any obstacle, any limitations.
Meanwhile, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang explains that mandating body-worn cameras isn't as simple as it seems, though efforts are underway to create a centralized system to support their use.
If there's nothing to support them, they have very little value to the system. And if you try to set up an individual silo, it doesn't make sense either. Ultimately, you have to change that. Or if you have a telephone, you look, touch screen, it's whatever you touch on the screen that comes up. We have to have inside of it the brains to make it work. And that's all the C5 is, that we are providing the police with a central point where we can collect the data and make them even more efficient than they are today.
According to INDECOM, 24 JCF officers were charged in 2024, 8 of those cases involving fatal shootings. Chantae, McNeil, CVM News.